Alright, welcome YouTube. We did this one live on twitch.tv/OED Entertainment. This is the test of Final Revelation. This is supposed to be the final series in the test series. Now, I think so far, I know for the last one we have survival. And I think order was my word from the first one. So I've got order and I've got survival. So now we're going to go ahead and figure out how this all ends. And boy, oh boy, is this going to be an interesting experience. It sounds kind of scary, I'm not going to lie, because like the music sounds a little bit weird right now. But anyways, let's do a new game. And let's figure out how this all will play into the big picture here. We gotta do this here. New game. Before experiencing the test, Final Revelation, it is highly recommended that you play the prequels, the test, and the test, Hypothesis Rising. Okay. You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you play the first two titles. And this examination will also make a bit more sense as it carries on from where we last the last examination left off. I would like to urge you to go and play the test, followed by the test Hypothesis Rising, now before venturing forward, and follow the instructions listed through the games, as you will certainly get a bigger benefit, blah blah blah. Would you like to close the game now so you have the opportunity to play the test and or the test 2 before playing the test 3 Final Revelation? You will not get a chance to exit the game until the experience is over if you choose to continue now. I've already played the test and test 2. Well then, let's continue. Please make sure that you answer each question with the utmost honesty and that you take your time to answer the questions presented. Even answering one question improperly may drastically change your outcome. You cannot go back to answer questions you misanswered, so be sure to take your time. This is of utmost importance. Alright. What do we got? When the sun comes crashing down and the heroes fade away, when darkness is all around and there is no light of day, I will come back for you so that you never feel alone. My spirit will push through. Your heart will forever be my home. And when the world spirals into abyss, I will be standing there, your embrace so long I've missed, my soul, my love, I bear. When every nerve has been left deadened, and every ghost has left its shell, I will bring you back to your heaven, as you've rescued me from my hell. Ooh, interesting beginning. No matter what happens, I will always love you. Do you promise? With every ounce of my heart and each droplet of my soul, I swear to you, we are going to find a way out of here. I'm guessing they didn't. The testing room. I wasn't expecting you so soon. Though I knew that one day we would meet in this room. You see, closely, I've been watching you. Studying every breath and every move. A few of my former colleagues you may have met. And a slew of questions you've answered without regret. I may be similar, but unlike them still. I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. I will peel the emotion from your soul and make you eat your feelings whole. The questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. Both of us know why you're here. To open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. To take angel's wing or devil's hand. And in the end, we both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions lead to misery wrought. Take time before you decide. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. You may not go back. You may not return. Once a decision is made, into your soul it is burned. But before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss. If your answers lack the guidance of truth, then your final destination will be rather uncouth. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Now, let the examination begin. Do you ever feel like you just aren't good enough? Yes. Do you ever feel like you put more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? Yes. Do you ever feel like your life is going nowhere? Wow, you're cutting me deep this time, dude. Yeah. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in limbo? Wow, okay. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? No. Guess I got my first no in there. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? I find it best not to think about the future. The future will happen when the future happens. Although, I'm not going to lie, though, with everything going on in Russia at this time, I think I am kind of a little afraid. But I'm not afraid of what my future holds, no. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? Yes. Are you afraid of death? Again, I've thought about it, but it's not something I regularly think about, so no. Are you afraid of what might come after death? Yes, actually I am. Do you feel as though you're wanted in life? I guess maybe I am. I mean, I know my families want me, and I know the people at work want me there. So yeah, we'll say yes. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? Honestly, I think I have had that feeling before, but I don't feel like I don't belong in a social setting per se. I don't think I have that kind of feeling. Like, I've had some feelings sometimes where I felt like I was born in the wrong time period. I feel like I probably would have been better born in, my parents' time. That's just me personally. So, if the question is, do I feel like I don't belong in, a social setting? No, I can't say that I do. So I'm going with that. Do you ever feel like a burden Yeah, actually, I kind of do. Have you ever felt left out? A little, yes. Have you ever... Wow, you're really cutting me deep here, dude. Yes. Actually, I kind of have felt like a failure. Well, yeah, I said yes. I'm going with yes. Have you ever felt like you weren't attractive enough? Honestly, I don't really care what people think about me. If they think I'm ugly, fine. You think I'm handsome, thank you. But it never really bothered me, so no. Have you ever worked yourself sick? I'm going to say no. Do you ever have racing thoughts at night that make it difficult for you to get to sleep? Sometimes, yes, I do, but it's very rare. Are you afraid to ask for help? Do you feel like people often criticize you? No. Do you ever feel judged by your friends or family? I feel like I feel judged more by my family than friends. I don't know, I wish it was like a maybe option, because that probably would have been more... But it did say friends or family, so yes. Do you ever wonder what your purpose is in life? Sometimes, yes. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? I mean, I don't really see what it would gain me. I mean, I feel like no matter what happens, the past is the past. And even if you could change the past, that does not necessarily mean that your future will be any different than it is now. I mean, because messing with time is a very sensitive thing. So I'm going to say no. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? I do have some regrets, but I don't have a lot of regrets, so no. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? I think everyone feels a little bit uncomfortable meeting someone for the first time, but I feel like once I get to know somebody, it'll go away relatively quickly. Yeah, I'm going to say yes to that. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? No, not really. Do you sometimes double check that your doors are locked, even though you're certain that you've already locked them? No. I mean, I got keys to my apartment, so... I mean, and if I look at the deadbolt and it's down, then I know it's locked. And I know nobody's getting into that other door, except unless you're the mailman or someone who lives here, so... No. Do you ever feel like life... God, no. We're already in March. Where the hell is this year already gone? Next week, we're going to be practically halfway through the month of March. It's crazy. No. If anything, it's going too fast. Yes. Do you feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? No. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? I'm assuming in superficial, as in like superficial objects, stuff like that. I'm going to say no. Do you ever judge others by the way they look or dress? To be honest, I'm going to probably have to say no to that. Because I've never actually looked at someone who's heavily... yes. I have, actually. Yes, actually, I actually have. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No. Have you ever been bullied by someone you cared about? No. Have you ever been a bully to someone? Possibly. I can't say for certain that I have, though. But if we're going with what I learned from the test in the first one, In the school, I don't think I've ever been a bully to anyone, so no. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in a crowded area? I just keep moving. That's keeping a low profile. Whatever. No. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? Yes, actually I do. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people you care about? That's the whole joy of living alone here in this apartment. Is that I can be alone. So no. Does making phone calls make you feel uncomfortable? I make phone calls all the time. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people even when they do something that bothers you? If it bothers me, no. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to definitive plans for the future? Honestly, no. Actually, I kind of don't. No, I don't actually. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated? Nah. Do you ever fear that you're failing those who care about you most? Excuse me. I'm gonna probably give this one a yes. But I don't have anybody living with me that I care about to really care about that. I'm gonna say no. Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? No, but if anything, it pisses me off more than anything with just the stupid things people do. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? I've explored many places alone. Have you ever carried an object around with you that made you feel uncomfortable? Nope. Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? Yes. Do you sometimes believe your loved ones are lying to you when they say they care? Absolutely not. Do you ever feel like you feel like you push your loved ones away? No. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to stop you here. The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. I hope that you're being honest for your own health. You can try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. Wow, we actually blew through that first phase of it. Wow, cool. A series of pictures to give your brain a rest. Oh, God. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out, which will show me what your mind is pondering about. So feast your eyes upon the art. Oh, God, I'm not looking forward to this one. And let me into that precious heart. For starters, what emotion do you feel most pleasant in this picture? Honestly, I'm not feeling much of anything. When I looked at it, I thought like, ooh, that's kind of cool. So I guess maybe I would go with joy. What word do you feel describes this picture best? I think it's pretty kind of beautiful, actually. What do you think this picture is called? Celestial stare. Chaotic crystals. I'll go with that one. Very interesting. Moving on. What emotion do you feel I feel like it was more chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Yeah, I'll go with abyss for this one. What do you think this picture is called? I see. Next we have this one. Ooh. What emotion do you feel most present in this picture? I still thought it was kind of like, ooh, that's pretty cool. What word do you describe this picture best? Glorious. Yes, this is a glorious picture. What do you think this picture is called? Reflection of the universe. Noted. Take a look at this one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I've never been good at figuring out what kind of emotion the picture shows. I'm gonna go with relaxation. Only because I'm looking at the light and I'm like, okay, maybe that's relaxed. I don't know. What word to describe this picture best? Heavenly. What do you think the picture of the light at the end of the tunnel? That's peculiar. And how about this one? Ah! I'm seriously waiting for something to scare me here. Oh, that was definitely depression right there. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Darkness. What do you think this picture is called? Nest of Darkness. It does kind of look like a nest, actually. I will make a note of that. And this here. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I honestly would feel relaxed looking at this. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Prismatic just sounds like a good one. What do you think this picture is called? Force of death, the masking eyes of chaos, a shining light. I go with mind's eye. I see. Now this one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I'm gonna go with chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture best? It honestly looks like it's a collision, personally. Because it looks like the two objects in green and yellow look like they're kind of colliding into each other. What do you think this picture is called? Mother Nature's gift. It does look like something's growing, though, so I'm going to go with growth seed. How about this? What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Probably anger. What word do you feel describes this picture best? What do you think this picture is called? Rage Incarnate. That's interesting that you say that. How about this one here? Ooh. What emotion do you feel present in this picture? Relaxation. What word do you feel describes this picture best? It looks like an eye. Futuristic. We'll go with that one. That sounds more... What do you think this picture is called? The Data Sphere. I'm gonna go with the Matrix Watcher because it looks like an eye looking at you. I will make note of that. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Now this one. What emotion do you feel most present in this picture? I see chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Open sky, womb, destiny, war, birth. I like birth. What do you think this picture is called? The birthplace of dreams. I like that one. Interesting. Take a look at this. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? And then I go with chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Broken, for sure. What do you think this picture is called? I broke you? The crystal zone, planar zone, Picasso face, I broke you. I go with the crystal verse. Huh? Huh. We're almost done. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Yeah, I don't feel like there's any joy in a lot of these pictures. I wouldn't say... Yeah, I'm gonna go with numbness. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Yeah, I'll go with viscous. What do you think this picture is called? The sludge. Interesting choice. Let's see here. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I really don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm yawning more now than I was in the last one. I'm gonna go with anger. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Ooh, laser. Ooh, it's gonna be sunlight too. Ooh, I'm gonna go with sunlight. What do you think this picture is called? Solar blade. Alright then. Just a few more. You're driving me crazy, dude! You're driving me freaking crazy! What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I honestly felt joy when I saw this one. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Cosmic, yeah. Beauty. Gorgeous, yes. What do you think this picture is called? The Marble of Time. Yeah, I kind of like that. The Marble of Time. Excuse me. That's surprising. What? Almost finished. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I think I always know this. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Warped. What do you think this picture is called? Verdant paths, vaporous form. Vaporous form, yes. Very good. Last one. Ooh. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I honestly felt joy when I saw this. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Music, choir, voice, house, solitary, void. It does kind of look like music now that I look at it closer. What do you think this picture is called? Empty world. I think that about wraps it up. Your answers have been documented well. Deep into your subconscious they dwell. But I am not finished with you just yet. There are still some truths that have yet to be met. As a matter of fact, this is only the start. We will have a great deal of fun before we part. Who's having the fun here, you or me? Because I'm just getting tired over here. I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it anyways. So, let me challenge you on another level still. I'll pick your brain until I get my fill. The next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty I do implore. Let us begin. 1 year, you're running a little low on funds to purchase presents around the holiday. So you decide to spend $1 to get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. You give each of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. The drawing is held and one of your family members hits the jackpot. But it's someone who you don't really get along with and just bought a present out of moral obligation. They plan to keep the money all for themselves as they feel like it was their ticket. How does it make you feel? Angry that you just share the prize. Jealous. Good. I regret buying them that ticket. That's the way life goes. Good for them. I'm glad they won. Indifferent. That's the way life goes sometimes. Honestly, when they say it like their ticket, like this is my ticket, I deserve the prize, I get to keep this money, then I would probably feel angry. I don't think they should share the prize though, but I would feel a bit upset. I mean, I'd be glad if they won, yeah, but it's just the way they were acting would make me feel a little angry inside. Very well. And what would you wish to do in this situation? No. I would just let them try to steal their ticket from myself, destroy their ticket so no one gets it, get them killed so I inherit the money, let them be happy with their winnings. That's most likely what I would do. If the roles were reversed and you were given a winning lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favorite member who brought you the ticket in the first place? You know what? I've never had this particular situation with a family member, but I do have a least favorite worker, and I honestly think that if I won the money, I would share the money with him as well. So yes, I would. I see. says the blind man as he picks up his hammer and saw. Now, you're walking through a forest, and you come across a black suitcase. Inside the case, there rests $1 million. Alongside the money, there lies a blood-stained note with only one word written on it. The note simply says, "Don't." How does this make you feel? Yeah, I think the scared one would be the thing. What if someone comes for the money? Excited I'm about to be rich and different, none of my business. I think scared and anxious would be the thing. I'm gonna go with anxious personally, because I feel like that would be the thing that I would be more worried about. I mean, because this game has blood in it. You can see the blood on the floor. You can see the help in the corner, which I did verify was there from the beginning this time. So, yeah. I mean, because there's a reason why it's got blood stains all over it. So you know that money isn't exactly something that was given to someone. Obviously, someone stole that money, and then they got killed trying to keep it. So, yeah. And what would you do in this situation? Grab the suitcase, run back to his car, take as much money as I could, hold and leave the rest, call the police, let them know about the suitcase, leave the suitcase alone, and move along. Man, I don't think I would grab the suitcase because I already verified that I'd be anxious about that. Because it's like, well, I mean, I don't think I would take any of the money because then, what if somebody's watching me? I mean, calling the police seems like the most better option to me. If the note wasn't covered in blood, would it change your decisions at all? I don't think it would, to be honest with you. Interesting. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone and just about to fall asleep, and tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. In exchange for your soul and eternal damnation, he will let you choose from one of three glorious bargains. He has not told you what those bargains are yet. How does that make you feel? Scared? The devil is in my room. The devil then goes on to assure you that whether or not you believe him to truly be the devil, he surely is, and to prove his point, he demonstrates magnificent magical prowess and drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your room. In that second, you can feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. He then goes on to tell you of his offers in exchange for your soul to see if you can strike a bargain. Which of these would you choose in exchange for your soul, if anything? All the wealth and power, you'll never age, but can still die from physical injury. You can bring one. I wouldn't sell my soul to the devil. Hell no to that. If the devil offers you a deal of some other kind, would you accept it in exchange for eternal damnation? No. I see. Civilization is about to come to an end as a plague sweeps the globe, turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. You watch as everyone you know becomes gravely ill, and turns, except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How does this make you feel? Incredibly sad. If you knew that a zombie apocalypse would come in 10 years from now, and you could prevent it from happening, would you? Honestly, no, because I wouldn't know where to start. Interesting. You've been working at a company for 10 years and you've been promised a very important and incredibly lucrative promotion. However, someone hired only a number of weeks ago has just been promoted to the position that you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you tough luck and that maybe one day you'll get the promotion and that he had to promote the other employee as a favor for a friend. How does this make you feel? Betrayed. You've also learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact that they haven't been properly reporting their income for the last decade. What would you wish to do in this situation? I would have to find new employment, because I would know that sooner or later they're going to get caught and they're going to end up shutting down. So, yeah, I would quit my job and look for new employment. Because, one, they've already betrayed me from the promotion. That was the first strike. And now I'm finding out that they're not being honest about their income. You know it's going to come back and bite them in the ass one day. So, yeah. If the roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving, would you accept the position? As a favor to a friend. Honestly, I wouldn't even know if that was even the case. Because more than likely, I wouldn't have known. And would I have known that it was a favor? You were hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving. Ultimately, yes, I think I would. Because I wouldn't have known any of that stuff. Because unless someone told me this, I wouldn't have known. I see. Very interesting. You're home alone at night, cooking food in your kitchen, and you turn around to realize that someone is watching you through your window in the darkness. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window, and they make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight around the other side of the house. How does that make you feel? Scared. Where do they go? Anxious. I don't know what's about to happen. Secure. Honestly, I think I'd be anxious. I mean, because I don't have a family here, so it's just me. I think anxious would be more the thing. And what do you think you do in this situation? Lock the doors and call the police. Grab the nearest weapon in the house and prepare myself. Check to see if everyone in the house was safe. Run out of the house and go to the neighbors. Yes. If the face you saw in the window was the face of a supernatural entity and not of a human being, would your answers change at all? Yeah, I think it would. I'm going to present you with some more potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask for more simplistic answers as a result. Here we go. You're not feeling all too well, so you decide to go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly after to announce some grave news. It turns out that you've contracted an incredibly rare illness that there is currently no cure for. This illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that in less than half a year from now, You will be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You will need to be kept alive on a feeding tube, and you'll never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again. You will just be kept alive on machines in a vegetative state. Would you want to be kept alive in that state, or would you rather have the plug pulled when that happens? Pull the plug and let me die. Seriously, I mean, I'm not me anymore. How would you like to spend the last 6 months of your life while still mobile? Spending it with my friends and family. There are diseases out there that can put you in that sort of unfortunate situation. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue more from life? Or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that this could potentially happen to you at any point in time? The way it words it, though, it says it motivates me to strive for a better future. I mean, it doesn't really change anything for me. But it's not because I wouldn't be thinking about it. It's just that there's really nothing I can do about it, is there? I mean, 6 months isn't a lot of time. And even though I can strive for a better future, what could I really do in 6 months? Noted. You have a pet dog whom you've raised since its birth. 3 years have passed, and it's the best dog you've ever had. You love it like it's your own child. One day, he runs away in the middle of the night, chasing after a wild animal in the darkness. You search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. After a month passes, and you still haven't seen any trace of your four-legged friend until one morning, you awaken to the sound of a familiar barking. You rush outside to find that your elderly neighbor in his late 80s is out in his front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. He has named the beast Johnny, and they both seem to be having the time of their lives. You rush over there and hug your dog. He excitedly licks your face. Your neighbor says, "Johnny's a good boy, isn't he? I lost him when I was just a boy about your age, but he's come back. Johnny has come back, and we're together again." Come to find out, your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and heartache of losing his wife just a couple months prior to finding your dog. The dementia has caused him to believe that your dog Johnny is his old dog from his childhood coming back into his life to make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy and well looked after. You know, telling the old man that it isn't really his dog, it's your dog, would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that it isn't his dog and take Johnny home with you? Or would you let him keep the dog and choose to visit him daily and to play and go for walks? I would let him keep the dog. Because I can still see the dog. Yeah, I would do that. Because if my dog can make him happy, I would be okay with that. Does this story make you sad at all? Yeah, actually it kind of does. Because I would still be able to see my dog. But at the same time, you know that this other person, you won't really ever get your dog back because you know that your dog is currently helping somebody else. So, yes, it does make me sad. Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life and finding no one thing that makes you feel less alone and potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again? Yeah, I can, actually. Next question. Let's say that you were viciously murdered by a serial killer. You fell for one of their traps as they lured you in and made you their latest victim. Now, let's also say that you've been given a unique opportunity in the afterlife as you return as a spirit to roam the earth. However, you're bound to two potential options, and only two. You can either choose to haunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill in the future and potentially save lives in the process, or you can choose to spend your time as a spirit amongst your still living family and friends, guiding them in positive ways and making their lives better. You are bound to whichever option you choose until either your family and friends are no longer living or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. Which one would you choose? I would choose to haunt my killer, personally. I mean, yes, I can make the lives of my friends and family better, for sure. Make no mistake about that. But knowing that my killer is still out there, that's no bueno. Because if he killed me, he can kill other people. I would make sure that his life was absolutely miserable. I would make sure that every waking day, every waking moment would be miserable to him. And if he didn't believe in ghosts, I would make him believe. I would not let him get away with it, or her, for that matter. Do you think you have what it takes inside to drive your killer insane and push him over the edge? As a ghost, I feel like I would have infinite possibilities. Even if it meant I had to become a poltergeist to do it, I would do it. Do you believe that this scenario is possible? Unfortunately, yes, I kind of do. If the situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed, which situation would you rather them choose? I would rather they haunted their killer. Next question. One night you go to sleep and get a good rest that feels like the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up in an unfamiliar room, in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and you hardly recognize yourself. You look as though you've aged 20 years. There's a sticky note on the television that says, "Press play." So you oblige a note and hit the play button to reveal a message that has been left for you by all of your friends and family that are still alive and well, though they all seem to be 20 years older as well. They explain to you that every single day for the last 20 years, you've repeated the same day over and over again. Due to a severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours. So each day when you sleep, all recollection of what took place 24 hours prior is entirely wiped. Your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option to either watching this video every single day so you know what's going on and continue to progress your life even though you won't have any recollection of it. Or you can choose to continue life as you have been, repeating the same day over and over again, living in ignorant bliss. What should you choose to do? I honestly don't know. Would I rather watch the video every day? Or would I just live happily but unknowing? That's a weird question. I mean, I know that they took this off the movie, like, I think it's like, what, 21st Dates or 101st Dates or something like that? I know that's why this question was based off of, but now I'm actually in her situation. think I would rather watch the video. Would you be upset if your family kept the truth from you for 20 years, even though they felt like it was for your own good? Would I even know? Because I would wake up the next day and not know. And I believe my family would keep me up to date on that, for sure. For sure, they would go ahead and keep me updated. No, because I knew that they wouldn't do that to me. If your best friend was in the situation, would you make a video for them telling them the truth? Or would you repeat every day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy, never letting them know the truth? I would have to make the video. I will take note of your answer. Through frantic digging in the attic. Is that supposed to say attic or something like that? Reading old files and newspaper articles, you've come to find your parents are famed psychologists. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you at all. From what you can gather through your new discoveries, a story tells of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering their parents in a tragically brutal way. However, the child suffers so much trauma from the event of the loss of their parents, once the trauma had worn off, that they repressed the memory of their parents' death, blocking it completely from their mind. 2 psychologists took the child into treatment and performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising that child to be a fully functional adult while playing the role of the child's real parents to further gather data and potentially help that child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Would you resent your would-be parents? Honestly, no. Because even though they were doing experiments on me, they were doing it for my greater good, I suppose. I think I would be a little bit upset, to be honest with you, but I don't think I would resent them. No. Would you be grateful if they gave you a second chance at life? Yeah, actually, I would be, actually. Would you feel betrayed by the secret they kept from you? A lot of these questions, I find, don't really have... forget. They don't really... I don't feel like I'm actually in that situation. Because I don't think I ever would be in that situation. And I don't think I would feel betrayed because that would bring back the memories of me brutally killing my own parents. So I would probably think no. Would you confront them about the articles you found? Oh, yes, I would. If you were in their position, would you do the same for a child in a similar situation? I don't think I would do the tests. I don't even know what I honestly think I would say no. I don't know. Because I can't see myself in that situation. So, to give it an honest answer, I really can't say for sure. But if I were the psychologist and stuff like that, and I knew that I had the ability to help this child, at the same time, I feel like I would. But me personally, as I am now, no. But it says if I were in their position, so that means I have to have some kind of abilities that would allow me to help said child. So if I had that opportunity, yes, I think I would. Interesting. I have one final scenario for you before we move on. The end of the world has come and gone. All that is left are post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, combing through towns and laying waste any survivors in their path, in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive the harsh, barren wasteland known as planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight. In order to save the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself. You decide to venture into a neighboring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders. It only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold. A hidden underground bunker stockpiled to the brim with enough food to fuel an entire colony for a year. Now you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker? Or would you stay in the bunker all by yourself? I don't think I would go back and tell the colony because they kicked me out. So, honestly, I think I would keep it for myself. Because I would be too afraid to go back. If you could choose to only tell some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in so you could lead a new colony, but exile the soldiers would exile you, would you do it? Yeah, I think I would, actually. If you were to lead a new colony, would you build it based on savagery and raiding? Or would you build it based on sharing compassion? I like the sharing compassion one, personally. If you were the leader of the colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone else who wasn't pulling their weight, and that person just so happened to find themselves in a similar situation where they found a jackpot worth of food in an underground bunker, but they refused to share with you in the colony, would you raid them and steal it for yourselves, or would you let them keep what they'd find? In a similar situation, they found a jackpot worth of food in an underground bank, but they refused to share with you in the colony. Would you raid them and steal it for yourselves, or would you let them keep what they found? Again, this is one of those things. It would really depend on our situation. If my colony needed it, then I would take their bunker. But if my colony didn't need it, they can keep what they found. I don't know. But my mind keeps going that they can keep what they found. I'm going with that. Very interesting. Well, that wraps up this portion of the test. But I need more from you before I allow you to rest. A choice here, a choice there. Which would you rather? More dilemmas abound from what I can gather. And you will answer them clearly, crisp, and concise. Will you be selfish, or is your conscience a vice? And just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Would you rather abandon the person you love most or be abandoned by the person you love the most? Oh man, I think this one's cutting me more deeply than the other two have. I think I'd rather be abandoned. Would you rather have friends in high places, or who can get you anything you wanted, but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who couldn't give you anything, but they feel a deep personal bond with you? No, that's not the one I wanted. Whatever. Would you rather find $10,000 and keep it for yourself, or find $20,000 and have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends and family? You know, split $20,000 4 ways with family and friends. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but have no way of proving it? Get cheated on with no evidence to prove it. Would you rather get rich through illegal means or be poor but live an honest life? Poor but live honestly and sincerely. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pet, or press a button that would kill your favorite family member? Oh God. Oh God. Neither one of them sound good. But a pet over a family member? I honestly think I would kill the favorite pet. Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job, or have to fire your friends from a high-paying job? I think I'd rather get paid from a high-paying job. Would you rather sleep with your step-sibling, or sleep with your best friend's partner? I'd sleep with my step-sibling. Would you rather save your best friend from certain death and let 1,000 strangers die, or save 1,000 strangers and let your best friend die? This is like that stupid, the stupid train thing. It's like, if you pull this lever, one person will die. But if you leave it alone, thousands of people would die. That's basically what this comes down to. But what's the situation? Instinctively, though, I would save my friend, but let 1,000 people die. Honestly, that's what I think I would do. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life, or rescue a starving child from a third world country? I could give that free food to the starving children in a third world country. I mean, I could technically do both. If I had the free food for the rest of my life, I could then rescue a starving child, and then the child will have all the food they could ever want. So I'm kind of liking the first option from a strategic point of view. Would you rather be rich but without family, or poor but with family? Poor but with family. Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy but have to destroy the money immediately after? It doesn't make any sense. But honestly, I think I'd rather do the second one, because I have enough of it. Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime, or move to a third world country and never be allowed to return home? I'd probably die in my 40s. Either way, I'm gonna die, I feel like. I can move to a third world country, get sick and die there, or I can serve 4 years in the military, potentially get out and survive, or just die there. I think I like this one better. This one looks like it'll be a pain in the ass, but there's a chance of surviving that one. Whereas if you go to a third world country and you can't come back, you're more or less screwed either way, so yeah. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit, or 10 miles per hour below the speed limit? 10 miles per hour above the speed limit. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life, or have to have sex every day in order to stay alive? Stay alive. Why do I feel like that would be a hard thing to do? Especially for someone like me. Because that would mean at this moment in time, I would have to find a woman, I would have to rape her, and go ahead and get into that. If I had a partner, that would be one thing, but I don't have a partner, so I'm going to have to go with never have sex again. Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years but make a full recovery, or addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life? Oh, God. Hardcore drugs? Ugh. Wait a minute. For 10 years, make a full recovery. Yeah. I mean, either way, I'm screwed either way. Because my kidney would have failed either way. So, it doesn't matter. In either of these situations, I would have been back on dialysis regardless. So, I would either have died. Well, no, I would be on dialysis because I would have made a full recovery. Would you rather live to be 200 years old in a perfectly preserved, youthful body and have to watch your family and friends die around you? Or live to be 70 but die before your friends and family? That's not even a question in my head. Would you rather sacrifice all your friends in order to survive, or sacrifice both your... Oh, God. Sorry, guys, but I would sacrifice all of you in a heartbeat. You may be my friends, but blood is thicker than water. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Would you rather get acknowledged for work that you didn't do, or work hard for the rest of your life but not receive any praise for it? Work hard for the... See, now that would just make me feel bad. I mean, because I'm getting acknowledged for some work that somebody else did. That wouldn't feel right to me, no. What is with the nun? Would you rather punch a nun or get punched by a nun? That's the third time they've asked that question. Would you rather lose all the money you've earned this year, or lose all your memories you've gained this year? God, I think I'd rather lose the money. Would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win 20, or immediately win 10? I think I'd rather just guaranteed win a 10. Would you rather know how to die or know when you'll die? Can I just say neither? Neither one of them sounds good to me. I guess I'd rather know how I'll die, because that could happen 30 years from now. Would you rather be blind but be able to see crystal clear underwater, or be deaf always? Ooh. Well, that would be a problem for me. Because it says that I'd be blind except for underwater. Seeing as how I'm a human, I kind of can't breathe underwater, so yeah. I can learn sign language. Would you rather give up all internet and social media but be able to travel the world for free? Or have the best internet in the world? Yeah, I'd rather travel for free but give up the internet. That is not even a question there. The internet's such a toxic place sometimes. Yeah. If I had that option, I'd give that up in a second. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals, or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake-infested corridor? Honestly? think I prefer the snakes. Are they poisonous? Neither one of these seem like good scenarios. Neither one of these seem like something that I would personally want to go through. But I might be able to avoid the snakes if I can see them. But it's pitch black, so I can't see them. So I'm going to be stepping on them. But, on the other hand, the snakes more than likely would see me, and they would walk away. Some of the people are saying they would rather go for number one. But personally, for me, I think I'd walk barefoot through snakes in the dark. Like I said before, I'm not afraid of snakes. And I have a feeling that they'll get out of my way, so I won't be stepping on them. Would you rather be the judge who sentences people to death, or the executioner in charge of killing them? I still think neither one of these would be good, but I wouldn't want to be the executioner. I think, you know what? I'll be the executioner. Because, yeah, okay. Right. I'd rather, You know what? My job would be easy. All I'd have to do is kill the person. It'd be out of my conscience, but at least I'm not the one who made the decision. I'm just doing my job. Either way, I don't like either one of these, but I'd be the executioner. Would you rather have a witch cast a nasty hex on you so you always have bad luck, or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you? I think I prefer the bad luck, personally. Again, neither one of these are situations that I want to be in. You're just picking the lesser of the two evils. Fine, I'll take some bad luck. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone whom you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? What are these questions? I mean, Jesus Christ, man, these questions are something else. I mean, she doesn't find me attractive. Yeah, it is a good thing you're a ghost. 'Cause goddamn. I do not know. I do not know. I don't know. Honestly, I think I would take the incredibly beautiful person who doesn't find me attractive at all. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise or a low-paying job that you love doing? Well, I already have a job that I love doing that probably doesn't pay me what I should. So honestly, I'm already in that situation. But I think having a high-paying job that I hate doing would eventually be more beneficial to me in the end. Yeah, I hate doing it, but that doesn't mean that I can't take the knowledge from what I'm doing and apply it in a different way later. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks, or be fully clothed but have to walk 100 miles to get home? I can cover up. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket or have to grab $100 out of a public toilet? I would take the 100 out of the public toilet. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books but never watch a movie again, or have 100 of your favorite movies but never read a book again? I think I'll go with the movies personally. Would you rather always be 20 minutes late to everything or 2 hours early to everything? I'd rather be 2 hours early, because I can do other things. Would you rather find a dead body or be a witness to a deadly assault? I think I'd rather find a dead body. Would you rather be able to change your past and see what the future holds for you? Or see, honestly, neither one of these look good. But if I could change my past, I would. Because there are a couple decisions that I made that I think would have been more beneficial to me personally. Yeah. Would you rather have one really great friend or 100 mediocre friends? Would you rather lose all of your teeth or lose one day off your life every time you kiss someone? I mean, I could get dentures. One day off my life for every kiss. I haven't kissed anyone, so there we go. Don't think I lose too much of my life. Would you rather win the lottery and lose the ticket before you collect your money, or see your worst enemy win the lottery? Neither one of them sound good, but I would be... because that would be more detrimental to me than seeing my worst enemy win the lottery. Because I would have had the money. The money would have been there. But I lost the ticket. That would be detrimental. I think I'd rather see my worst enemy win the lottery. Because then I can just be angry, get over it, and move on. Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? Can I have both? Would you rather have a pause button for life or a rewind button? God, if I had a pause button, I could edit as many videos as I wanted to. I could let it stay on Saturday for the rest of my life. I could even go ahead and ooh, I like the... But, just because I'm hitting the pause button doesn't necessarily mean the world stops turning. Because if we remember Click, just because he pushed the pause, just because he was pushing the fast forward button, did not mean that the world around him stopped. Neither one of these sound good. I think I would do the rewind button. Because then if I made someone feel bad, I'd go back, rewind, and think about a different answer. Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? I don't know. I feel like, neither one of these is beneficial at all. I don't know. If I drown to death in gasoline, it'd be quicker than being boiled to death. I'd rather drown to death in gasoline. Would you rather make a new friend every day or get $100 a day for doing nothing but never have friends again? I think I would be okay with this one personally. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family to save yourself? Oh yeah, I'd rather give my life to save my family. Would you rather always be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do, or have hurt everyone you care about, but they'll never find out it was you? Again, neither one of these sounds good, but I think I'd rather be hated for something I didn't do. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has many incurable STDs? Yeah, I think I'd rather sleep with my worst enemy. Would you rather only eat food you don't like or give up all liquids except water? That's not even a question. Would you rather always listen to music at max volume or always listen to music just above the lowest volume? God, max volume would be. God, that would be terrible. I mean, there's other things I can do besides listen to music. Would you rather meet your hero and find out that they don't like you or never meet your hero at all? Does it really matter? I mean, I don't care. I'd rather find that my hero doesn't like me. I mean, crap, who cares? Who cares what they think? I mean, I don't think I really have any heroes now that I think about it. Yeah. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life or never have friends for the rest of your life? I'd rather never have pets. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life or live pain free, but everyone you know and love will live in excruciating pain for the rest of their lives? I have, said it would be excruciating pain. I mean, this is like a catch 20 or something like that. I mean, yeah, I could live in excruciating pain, but all my loved ones are gonna be worried about me. And if all my loved ones were in excruciating pain, I would be the ones worrying about them. I don't know. I think I would choose myself personally. Because I think I could handle it. Yeah. Because it would tear me up if I saw my own family living with that. Thank you for answering my questions. But we are not done yet. Not yet done. For we have made it through many categories. Except for one. These final questions will be from deep within. I want to see your soul. I want to see your heartbeat quicken. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know your darkest truths. I want to know what makes you sick. I want you to expel the truth from yourself. I want to feed on your precious fate. I want to learn of all your love and bathe in all your hate. So, one last time we sit together as we await the final revelation. These are the questions I have. The last examination. Take your time. Do think hard. Savor every moment dearly. For when I am finally finished with you, you will see it all ever so clearly. I kind of doubt that. I'm pretty stupid, actually, but okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And here we go. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? No, actually I don't. Because I know that they would find out sooner or later. I could lie about it, but eventually something would give me away. So no. I feel like it's better to be more honest about it right away than keep it hidden. Have you ever hurt someone whom you know didn't deserve it? I don't think so. No. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Yes. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? No. Have you ever blamed someone for something you know they didn't do? Sometimes I did it out of joke, yes. But I never actually went up to someone and blamed them for what they did, so no. Have you ever abandoned a pet? No. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? God, I hope not. Have you ever stolen from someone that you cared about? No. Have you ever broken something to spite someone that you cared about? Actually, yes, I have. I remember when my sister and I were younger, there was a toy that I knew was mine, and it wasn't like anything that was really anything bad, but I knew it was mine. She kept saying it was hers, so I just broke it and I threw it away. She never did it again, though. So my point got through that I was willing to break things that were mine, and I knew they were mine, even when she didn't think I would. So, yes, I did. Have you ever played the victim in a situation even though you hadn't been wronged? Why would I do that? Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? Never been in a relationship long enough to find out. Have you ever wished for death on someone who had wronged you? No. Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? No. If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? You know what? Yes, I think I would. I could put Putin's name down in there and we'll just take him out right now. Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones? Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do? Sure, yes. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? No. Do you ever regret worrying too much about things you can't control? No. Do you ever feel like your negativity brings other people down? I don't feel like I'm a negative person, so no. Do you ever regret not standing up for yourself when you feel you've been wronged? Sometimes, yes, I do. Do you ever feel like you let others influence your decision making too much? Yeah, actually, I kind of do. Mostly my parents. Not so much other people, but my parents for sure. Do you ever wish that you lived a more honest life? No. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? No. Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had the chance to tell them something important? Yeah, actually I have. Do you feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? Not really. Do you ever feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who need you most? No. Do you ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? No. Do you feel like you're living up to your full potential? Do you ever let your fear stop you from pursuing things that you truly want? Yes. Have you ever refused to try something because you were afraid that you would fail? Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? Do you ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? Sometimes. Do you ever feel like you spend so much time planning for the future that you ignore the present? I don't think about the future. Do you feel like your friends and family like you more than you like them? No. Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? I love and hate all equally. Do you ever make up excuses to get out of going to an event instead of just telling the person who invited you just don't want to go? Um, yes, actually I have. Do you ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building stronger bonds with your friends and family? I'm going to say no. Have you ever defended someone that you shouldn't have? No. Do you sometimes have a hard time admitting that you're wrong? Not really. Do you ever place the blame for your personal failures on someone or something else? No. Have you ever accused someone of something with no evidence to back it up? I can't say that I have, because anytime I have accused someone of something, I have the evidence. Have you ever had sex with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? Have you ever had any kind of relationship with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? Have you ever let a relationship degrade because you were afraid of being the one to break up with someone? Again, I've never been in a relationship long enough to find out. Do you ever feel like you could take better care of your own health? Absolutely. Have you ever let someone else take the blame for something you did? No. Have you ever acquired something that you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? Have you ever acquired something that you didn't want just because someone else wanted it? No. Do you ever feel like that you're not living up to others' expectations? I don't care what other people think about me. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanation? No. Do you ever feel like you focus more on the negative aspects of your life and what you don't have rather than being grateful for what you have? No. Have you ever witnessed someone being wrong but didn't have the courage to stand up for them? I've never been in that situation. Someone being wrong but didn't have the courage to stand up for them. I'm going to say no. And finally, do you feel like you're a good person? Other people have told me so. Do I feel like I'm a good person? Yeah, I want to say I'm a good person. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. Very interesting. Oh, God. That concludes the ending to your examination. In your mind, I have dug myself a hole. I will analyze your answers very carefully. And now, it's time for me to gaze into your soul. This is preposterous. This simply cannot be. I have expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to have evaded even me. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? And do you say it to everybody? I was prepared to tell you your fate, to play upon your fear, to break the worst of news to you, to plant seeds of doubt within your ear. But as I've asked you to be honest with me, I must in turn be just as honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I am forever shackled to the truth. From what I can deduct from deep within, from everything you've shared with me, in return, I shall share this with you. This is what I see. Let's dive right in here, shall we? Okay, let's see what you got. Point blank, I'm going to give it to you straight, blunt, and honest. You're insecure. Oh, that one hurts. He's probably not wrong, though. Even when you're filled with confidence, bordering on arrogance, it's not entirely real, and it never lasts long. You are flooded with deeply ingrained insecurities. Also true. However, the good news is, they're all complete and utter bullshit. Oh, that's good to know. You don't need to be insecure because the truth is, you're absolutely amazing. Your biggest issue is that you spend so much time thinking about your faults or covering up your deep insecurities by putting on a persona, and you don't spend enough time with letting yourself feel free. Do you know how amazing it is to open yourself up to someone and have them look at you and see just how incredibly beautiful you are inside and out? The only way you're ever going to experience this, or experience more of this, is to actually take the chance that some people aren't going to like you for you. But those people don't matter, because it's their loss if they don't. You need to spend more of your time focusing on all of the incredible things that you can do that others can't, and realize that there's a place in this world for you that others would kill to be able to experience. If you can master the ability to see your true self-strength and allow others to see it too, then you'll be on an incredible path to self-discovery and making the world an overall happier place. I think you'll be very surprised just how much of a positive impact it can have on your life going forward. I hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Your secret word is discovery. Remember this word. This will come in handy. If you received an ending that you've already received before from previous examinations, remember, we did not ask you your secret words prior to taking this test, so that should be very telling. It means something very special. And if your result was the same as something you got previously, we'd like you to add the phrase twin words next to your secret word in the comments. If you received an entirely new outcome, then that means you've got multiple layers of things to work on in your journey, or you may just have an extra layer of depth to your personality, but only you will know the answer to that. You've answered hundreds of questions. You've found deeper meanings. You've been enlightened, and you've helped others find enlightenment. Many people have wondered just what the test series is truly about. But it's simple. The answers are so much more simple than we believe them to be. The test is about you. The reflection in your darkened screen. The one who seeks the answers. The person who seeks answers. More than being about the answers, the test is more so about the questions. It's about making you think. It's about encouraging you to open up and admit that you're human. Just as human as everyone else. The test is about unity. The test is about compassion. The test is about bringing people together and showing the world that we're not so different after all. Look at all the secret words that have been left in the comments. Look at all the thousands of people who are just like you. We all feel so lonely sometimes. We all feel flawed. We all feel pain. But that's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables, but they're the most hypocritical set of variables imaginable. We judge each other and are judged ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit that they judge us for in the end, and that we judge them for too. You feel flawed because you are flawed. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. You feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. Suicide is an epidemic. We are losing loved ones before their time, and any one of us can fall in the hardest times in our lives in any given moment. We can lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. But one thing that we are not is alone. You are never alone. We're all flawed because we're all human. We're all scared because we're all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all human. But you never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all the secret words that have been gathered that match yours. Look at all the words that don't match yours. Perhaps those people are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. And perhaps some others know not of yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Help them, just as you'd wish to be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us just suffer quieter than others. We are all in this together. The test series has helped bring so many people together and make so many people feel less alone. We've read your comments, and others are free to do so as well. We've read about how these games have helped you. We've read about how much positivity they've spread. We've read how many people say that their lives are forever changed. And I'll tell you one thing. If even one life was saved in the process of this social experiment, then it was worth conducting. And every single one of you that left a comment is a hero. By leaving comments, you help spread the message out to others. You help spread a positive light in a dark time for so many people, and these people have you to thank for it. There are so many people in this world who do nothing for others, and they'll continue to do nothing for others. They won't lift a finger to help others around them because they don't understand that someone is suffering just as much as they are. They're just too afraid to open up about it. But not us. We've all opened up quite a lot, haven't we? I mean, we honestly have. We were brave enough to answer these questions so many people fear admitting to. We were brave enough to take a chance and leave a secret word as a symbol of our participation. And for that, Randub Studios would like to thank you by not only placing your name in the credits at the end of this game, so the world knows of your good deeds in spreading the world and participating. But we've also got another surprise for you. Everyone who's left a comment in our titles and continues to do so on future titles will be put into the credits. Our new massive project that we've been working on. But that's not the good part. We will also be going through and selecting names from those who leave comments on all of our titles and putting their names right into the actual game and storyline. Whether it be a special item, a piece of the lore, or a character named after them, and so much more. Now, as far as your secret words go, your secret words will play a pivotal role in our new project. You will plug your secret words into different parts of your journey when they are requested of you, and they will alter the game in a way uniquely set for your specific words. This is an RPG where every choice matters, where every decision you make changes something about your session. This is an RPG that focuses on every human emotion and the decisions we make, and how those decisions make us feel. Keep an eye out in the future for our main project, Chasing Demons, where every NPC from all of our titles will be represented with a storyline, and the world will get to see how they all tie in together. You helped shape it. You helped make it what it is. And we will be sure to continue to add more and more players into the lore and gameplay as we read more and more of the comments left on our titles all the way up until its official release. And again, to commemorate those who participated across all of our titles, we will be periodically selecting names from all of our titles. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us and everything you continue to do for the world. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you to be included in future projects which we are currently working on. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of history. This is a chance for you to be a part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We've read every single review and comment left for us. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. A word from the developers. I think this is pretty much all what we just read. If any one of these games even saved one life, it was all worth it. And that means that you're a part of that. You're a big part of saving someone's life. Most people will live their entire lives without never having done something special like that. Even if you didn't particularly find anything useful yourself from the test series, just by you spreading the word, you've helped others who do find something beneficial from this series, who really needed help in their time of need, as shown in the plethora of positive inspirational characters. So thank you for spreading the word and helping so many people who truly need it. Some will go their lives entirely selfishly, never listen to figure to help someone else, benefiting, blah, blah, blah. There's a place for all types of people in the world. We need to be we need the selfish and the selfless. We need the good with the bad. We need the happiness and the sadness. We need it all in order to survive and what we've done. But the game's about people that blah, blah, blah. You have to comment. You were a part of this. If you continue to leave a comment, you continue to be a part of this. If you share this, you've helped someone. If you don't believe me, take a look for yourself and read some of the words people have left for the rest of the world to see. Take out the joy, the positivity you help throughout the world in such a dark time where people are sick and dying. People are being separated by difference and indifference. The one thing we all have in common is that we're all humans. It doesn't matter where we're from, how we grew up, what we've been through, what opinions and preferences are, blah, blah, blah. We are all feel. We all have the same thoughts, same feelings, emotions, blah, 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 blah. Each person is the center of their own universe. Every individual has their own family, their own blah, 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 blah. They mean something to someone, even when they don't feel it, they do. Trust me, you do. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for encouraging other people to be a part of this. Thank you for spreading something so uniting in such a divisive world. Thank you for opening up your heart and your mind in order to create acceptance, not for everyone else, but for yourself as well. We aren't different. Let's make it a happy state for everyone. Keep a hold of your secret words. You're gonna need them for when you're chasing demons. I will peel the truth from your flesh like petals from a blackened rose. She loves me. Don't do this. She loves me not. She loves me. Please, I beg of you. She loves me not. Gah! She loves me. She loves me not. She will never love a monster like you. So let her choice take its toll. And in her cell, may she rot. Ooh. Well, that sounds interesting. Feel free to check out the other titles under the game, the test, blah blah blah, the horoscope, fate, and the confession of the twins, the summoning, survivor, thrive, naked news. Wow, they have a lot of games. God, I almost feel like I should play all of them now. But I'm not entirely sure if I will. We've made a list of random people who support our project along the way. Warning, this list is quite long. I made that mistake last time. Thank you, but no thank you. So I guess if you really want to, you could take a break and stuff like that, but I kind of wanted to get through this stuff, but... So yeah, my final word, I guess, discovery. So this will bring an end to both the stream and the YouTube video. So, to everyone, I will leave, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you find it in the Discord, or if you find it on Twitter, I will leave links in the description below for all three of these games in this one. So, to everyone here on Twitch, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you get a better idea of who I am and all stuff like that. And if you still like me for that, then God bless you all. And to those of you on YouTube, same thing. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys learned something. I personally think this was a fun experience. And I hope you guys are going to give it a try too and go ahead and find some inner demons that you didn't think you had as well. But anyways, to everyone, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. And I will see you either in the next stream or the next video. Bye for now, everyone. Have a good one.